Hello, I'm Brenda Kelleher-Flight from GDP Consulting, and today we're talking about the pros and cons of board planning, and more specifically, board quarterly planning. So first I'll talk about the benefits of quarterly planning. First, it provides a roadmap. So in the quarter, you know what the board needs to accomplish that's going to assist its accomplishment of its longer plan or its strategic plan. Number two, it assists you to know exactly what's expected of you. And it helps you to understand what's expected of you and how that affects what other people are expected to accomplish. It provides a time on the board agenda to celebrate the small successes, to problem solve when something isn't going the way it was intended, to look at how it's influencing the culture of the organization, how the board's reputation or the organization's reputation is being affected. It gives you a chance to say, okay, we don't really have the skills to do this. We don't really understand financial statements. We aren't comfortable networking and representing the organization. So what do we need? We can problem solve. We can plan for board education. We can be there for each other and build a solid team. It also helps us understand what we need to do to plan for the next successful quarter based on what we've already accomplished. We can determine what we weren't able to do or what we can leave till a future time. So let's not waste board time talking about this right now. We aren't going to need this for 6 months out or 12 months out. So therefore, let's focus on what we need to do now and in the short term and move other things to our running agenda and put them at the appropriate times. So when we plan that agenda, it's already there. We don't have to say, what do we need to talk about this month or this quarter? We know exactly what we need to do because we've already been placing it on future agendas. Now, there are pitfalls to quarterly planning. There are people who hate planning, and no matter how well the plan is done, they're going to ignore it, and they're going to focus on their own agenda. There are times when things will intervene and take the board's attention, and that can throw off the quarterly plan. But if it throws off the quarterly plan, it's also influencing the ability of the board to complete a strategic plan. So that has to be kept in mind. People can feel overloaded. They can agree to take on too much. And when they don't accomplish their role, it may influence someone else's ability to accomplish theirs. You may find that your completion rates are well below what you anticipated. So it may mean reassigning things. It may mean asking people, if they can't fulfill the role on the board, to please vacate the seat. You may also find that people will accept obligations when you're planning, but then not follow through. Even though there are pitfalls, there are many benefits if you have the right board members filling the right seats. And if those board members agree with the mandate of your particular organization. Therefore, take time to celebrate the successes, to make sure everyone's on the same wavelength, to determine what education needs to occur in order to ensure success. And ensure that the outcomes of the quarterly planning or the activities are discussed as part of your board agenda. So thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy your quarterly planning.